Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos head out for their first drive at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco Week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Flacco from the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 5 catches, 74 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And now the Chiefs offensive starters.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Drake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessary.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Flacco. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Flacco. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
44 the mic. 49.
On second and a couple. Flacco, he's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, deep tighter. Let's go, deep tighter.
They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Passing play, Flacco. Open man here is Hamilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco completes it to Jason Witten. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating off play action. Flacco got a man open. It's Sutton. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Hill. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 25 on second down, Flacco. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throw complete here. Flacco to Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 21. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Trying to lay one up deep. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Drake. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
23 yards, the final tally. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Flacco now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flacco. That one into the hands of Hamilton. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Play action. Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Flacco. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
He'll buy some time right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
43!
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Flacco to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13. Flacco got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Flacco from midfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Freeman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes, forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's go.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 500. Well, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Wells. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Second down, it's Drake. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. They stay on the ground with Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.